Hello, welcome back to my channel. Belinda is my name and I make videos concerning personal growth, basically my life experiences and also the student lifestyle bit where I'm a civil engineer and I share my experiences in the field, in studying and everything. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so grateful that you're here. So today what are we going to talk about today? Today I want to talk about mainly my experience in the big engineering work experience and opportunities, how to take advantage of opportunities. So first of all, from my application process when I applied for this big engineering work experience week, first of all, it's to take advantage of opportunities. You have to get out of your comfort zone. Nothing happens in your comfort zone. The day that I got out of my bed and I scrolled through my class group and I saw that big engineering work experience week advert, I'm like, wow, what's this? So I had to apply, and in the process there was so much. In fact, I told one of my friends, I'm like, if you weren't persistent enough, you would not go on, because there was a lot of essay writing and writing this. And I'm like, okay, but I persisted and I wrote. So the first thing is get out of your comfort zone. Create opportunities if you don't see them. I remember during this week, this is a week that I can never exchange for any other. It was quite a fantastic week for me because I've always wanted exposure, like ever since I got into engineering school, but I never got it. Trust me, I've always wanted to be a civil engineer, like I think since S1, but the inspiration was so low. Like I think it's because my parents kept on persisting, like, Belinda, you can do it. I think that's what kept me going. Since you're my good audience and I share with you literally everything that I can, I want to share with you how the week went. It was a fantastic week. It had to take a lot of commitment and sacrifice, but it was what I learned is opportunities are not going to handpick you. They will always be there. You just have to choose to see them, go after them, and if you claim they're not there, create them. Opportunities are always around. So I always thought, I'm like, okay, I'll create this after campus this. No, but start now. The beauty of everything big is that you have to start now. Even that means starting small, you have to start now. Anyway, let's go on to the next lesson that I learned. I got the exposure to the different various fields. You know, when you see civil engineering, me as a civil engineering student, you can think like, oh, what do they do? Maybe structures or roads. Yeah, so there is highway engineering in civil, there is structure engineering in civil, there is public health. This semester I've been doing public health, so you can actually venture into environmental and public health. You can actually do also geotechnical. There is a lot in civil engineering, water engineering. So it gave me a picture of what I can master in. So it actually gave me that exposure and clarity, exposure to the different fields, like chemical engineering, the mechanical engineering. A lot that I got exposed to, and I got to know that there's also entrepreneurship in engineering. So thank you so much. That's where things that I learned. Connections are very important. Your connections are very important, you people. I don't know how to say it out loud, but yeah, but connections are important. And those spring from the relationships you have with people. Let me say you work at a certain company during internship. Your relationship with these people is very important because that's a connection. When you get at some point, you can call back one of those people who you have worked on a project with. And if you left with a good relationship, then yeah, the connection is still there. So don't wait for you to build connections after campus. No, you can build your connections right from things that I learned. Yeah, leave alone the opportunities, the connections, the clarity, the urge to be curious and create. You have your life, you decide what you do, you decide what inspires you. Look for inspiration, look for things that inspire you to be a better person. And because these people actually really inspired me, I'm challenged at some point and I'm like, wow, so I can Another thing I can share with you is that don't be scared, don't be afraid. Like in case you have an idea, don't be scared to share it out. You have to choose those friends who you know that they can listen, first of all, because they crush you down. I can tell you the part of not being scared to take opportunities, because trust me, the night that I received the acceptance into the big work experience, an email of the project design, I looked through that email and I'm like, I laughed and I'm like, I told one of my friends, I'm like, you know what, I think I should call them and tell them enough or perfect enough to do, because I was scared. I saw the project, I'm like, I saw all these things we had to do, or the structures, the what. I saw all this, okay, I could relate, but I was like, maybe I'm not. I almost sent them an email telling them that I can't do this. But then I'm like, okay, so I've got this far and now I just back down. I'm like, no, Linda, you go there, you'll be fine. I console myself somehow. I tell myself, no, I'll be fine. I'm very sure whatever experience I'll be fine. Is key. I learned, okay, I've seen teamwork in my class, but also this teamwork where we came up with a project in just 4 days with people who are in location, people who are in Sydney, people who are in, and the time zones were different. I believe that anything can happen, anything, and we came up with things that I'm like, what? Wow. So don't be afraid to take chances, because you never know. Thank you so much for listening. I'm so grateful. I share with you everything that I think is very important, because opportunities are key and they're not going to find you in your comfort zone. They need you out there. They need you not to give up. They need to be more curious. They need you to be hardworking when it needs to be. So yeah, so thank you so much for watching until the end. Please do subscribe and share the video. Bye.